Welcome back to Get Your Kicks at 66. Today, Raw Rock Creations Wire Wrap Basics with Jack Norton Jr. Hope you enjoy the show.
So I'm going to go with a couple pieces of wire about 10-12 inches long. And what I do is about the simplest wire wrap there is to do. Okay, are we good?
Yeah.
Okay, we got two wires. First step, bring the tops up, bring them up, even them up. I'm going to cross them. I'm going to come down here a little ways. Okay, we're going to take our needle nose pliers. Going to lock onto that cross with them, hold them firm. Now, biggest thing to remember, most important, is always make sure when you start turning your wires that you're turning both wires together. Okay, you see how both wires are coming around there? If you just turn one and not get the other one turned before you start your neck wrap, you're going to put a little ugly in there you can't get out. It don't come out. Okay, so always make sure that both your wires are turning together. Okay, take into consideration the size of the stone, the height. Okay, that'll depict how high a side post we want, how tall, right? Because it's going to sit over here. Right, that should be fine. Now, I'm going to take my pliers, grab right there. I'm just going to turn that up a little bit, just so it's up and down. Now, see how when I take my thumb, kind of puts that little roll in there, forefinger. Okay, now we're going to go cowboy. What we're going to do now is lasso our stone. Okay, pliers come off. Take our stone, come at it, look at it, put it in there just like that. And I could tell you that very, very helpful. Don't try and wire wrap a stone that is even squared sides. You know what I mean? Same distance top to bottom.
Okay.
If you do, you got to wrap the bottom edges instead of the way I'm doing this. Okay, because you got to have something to hold it. Otherwise it'll slide. Okay, so we bring this in here. Just wrap our wire right around to the other side. Most people have probably done this and going, oh, well, yeah, that's exactly what I do. Now, same thing. We make sure we're twisting both wires so that we keep our posts nice and straight and purty, right? Now, myself, I don't count. I don't count how many times I wrap that, because there again, I don't want my stuff different. Every piece is different. A lot of them are different front to back, just in the way I wrap it. Okay, now we got that in. We got our stone lassoed in there. Now we take these two wires, two in the front, two in the back. Okay, push your stone down into your lasso. Kind of hold these with your thumb up here. Now, take these two in the back. Come bring it up. Now we're going to make our bail post. Here again, making sure I'm twisting both wires together. Okay, boom, bail post. Got about 3-4 wraps on there. Okay, we come back to our piece, take the wire that's on the bottom. A lot of times I hold this wire with my thumb. Okay, see how it's going across the stone here? Where if you pull it, it wants to slide up to the top. So hold it, make sure it's set. Now, come in here. Always making sure you're wrapping your wire right on top. Okay. Now, boom. Got 3-4 wraps on there. We take our nips. Nip that end off there. Take our needle nose. Now, you'll notice there's a little lip right there where I cut it. Okay. Just take the needle nose. Fit it right on around the post. Okay? Now, we're going to come in here and we're going to take our other wire. I'm going to bring our other wire up here. Again, I'm going to hold it a little bit with my thumb because I want some wire over the stone. You know, down over the side. That's what's going to hold it. Same thing again. Come in there. Always wrapping your wires nice and even on top of each other's. Okay? Get up to the top. Bring it around to the back. Same thing again. Nip it. Okay, now we flattened that out. You got nothing grabbing. Now, these wires here, this is where a lot of people kind of stop. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm going to do some custom work here, and it's just, see how I can move that wire? That's copper wire. It's just copper wire. I'm pulling it around. Now we take and grab a hold of it real good, because you don't want your pliers to slip off this wire when you put your little custom work in there. Like that. I didn't. A lot of times it'll leave a little burr on that wire if they slip. But what we're doing here, and if you see, is when I put these little twists in here, it tightens the post, pulls them in tighter to the stone, so you don't have no looseness in there. Okay? You do it on the front and the back. Just a little twist. You can put one, or you can put however many you want in there. Okay? But now you see how it pulled the wire down around the stone. And the thing about copper wire, when you bend it or take it and squeeze it, it hardens. That flexibility of copper, when you squeeze it, it hardens. So now, just by putting them little kinks in there, that wire is not going to slide easily, pull off of that stone. Okay. Because they've been hardened just by that one little kink. That one little hardens it. Up here, boom, same thing. And it doesn't, like, you ain't trying to smash it. Just enough that you can feel it kind of give. It has a flex. Now, here's where, of course, two of the wires are right here that we cut off. The biggest problem people have when it comes to wire wrapping is, what do I do with the ends? Mm-hmm. How do I hide them ends so it's not grabbing your hair, getting caught on your shirt, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, first two, they're nipped and tucked right there to the top of the post. Now, we're going to make our bail. That's where you take your needle nose pliers, you come right in here. Okay, the size of the loop you are going to have depends on how big of a hole you put in there. Now, when it's like that, I give it just a little bend back so my loop actually comes out, not coming straight up and then looped. You see what I'm saying? Now, myself, I put it on my knee, I grab my wires. Now, make sure they're even. First strap that you make, you can see where we cut the wires off, right? The very first wrap you make, you want the top wire, you can see it, okay? You want that top wire to go right over the top. Right over the top of the ends that we cut off. Right? You feeling me? Mm-hmm. Now. Okay. Now, give them a little snug. And don't try and yard them out the house. Just snug them up a little bit, because we're going to come in here and do the same. Just a squeeze. Tempering that copper so it's hard. Now it won't unravel. Okay. Now, we have two ends left. I'm cutting this off because the stone's only an inch tall, if that. I'm going to cut both sides off. Now, we got two ends left, and here's what we're going to do, because these will be exposed. What I'm going to put on here, what we call a rosette. Okay? And it's as simple as taking the tip of your pliers, grabbing the end of your wire, okay, bringing it around. Now, we get a hold of it with our pliers, and we roll it. Now, see how it's kind of, you'll see it in a minute anyway. It's going to start looking like a little flower. Okay, now, take that. Push that down on there. Boom. Okay, same thing with the others. Grab it. Same thing. Normally I do this if I ain't talking. I can do this in minutes. Just 5 to 10 minutes tops. Okay. Same thing with that. Get it up to the stone. Get it up to your post. Boom. We've locked it in, tightened it up with our locks here. Stone isn't going anywhere. Set's good.
Wow. Look at that.
That's just,
Wham, bam.
I mean, and then you can, once you get the hang of it, you can do them in minutes.
Yeah, hold that up.
But myself, like I said, you know, I sell stones, I sell rocks, I don't sell wire. Somebody wants one of them fancy wire wrap jobs that somebody puts hours and hours and hours and all kinds of wire in to where you can't see the stone when they're done. Go on with yourself, I'm good. But I sell rocks. I want to see my rock, I don't want to see a bunch of wire on it.
Yeah.
And that's about as simple as it gets right there. 2 pieces of wire, spend 10 minutes, do a little bit of custom work. And the thing you can keep in mind, folks, is when you do this, you did it. You. It's all you. Me, I get to go find them. I get to be the first person in the world to ever see that stone when I dig it out of the ground. I come in, I take it over to my workstation, I purdy it up, I throw some wire on it. One of a kind. How can you can't put value on it. You know, it's a one of a kind.
Yeah.
No 2 pieces the same. Yeah. Name's Jack Norton. I run Raw Rock Creations out here in Golden Valley, about 15 miles west of Kingman. Folks, feel free to come by and visit Paul and I. We'd be more than happy to teach you anything you want to know, free lessons.
So what are your average business hours? When are you guys
we open at 9 in the morning, close at 5. We're here Tuesday through Saturday. For sure, that's guaranteed, but I do have a young man that'll work Sunday and Monday. He's been sick this week. We're usually open 7 days a week. But guaranteed gonna be Tuesday through Saturday. Paul and I are both here. Like I said, if you want to come and get lessons on how to carve fire agates or work them on a machine.
Is there, do you guys have a phone number where folks can call you?
I'm gonna hook you up with a...
Thank everyone for watching today. Jack Norton at 5702 West Oakman Road, Golden Valley, Arizona. Text him at 928-303-4607. He's open from 9 to 5 and closed on Sunday and Monday. Be sure to like, subscribe, and follow us on YouTube at Get Your Kicks at 66. In an upcoming episode, we're going to show you how to hunt fire agates, how to locate, find, and pick them. Then we're going to show you a short session on how to polish them. Hope to see you soon.